3 weeks since Donald Trump took office, and boy, is he shaking things up. There's been a barrage of voices criticizing his policies, from local politicians to world leaders to the general public. They all hit out. The list of issues ranges from immigration crackdowns to the stance on transgenders to his comments of a Gaza takeover plan. Democrats have raised impeachment noises over Trump's idea of Gaza. Big questions have arisen over the Gaza plan, appending the U.S. two-state policy on Gaza, and violating international law on forcing people out of Gaza. Congressmen say that they are just too many moving parts for the plan to succeed, adding it has all the ingredients of a foreign policy catastrophe for the United States.
I rise to announce that I will bring articles of impeachment against the president for dastardly deeds proposed and dastardly deeds done.
There were protests across the United States against the Trump administration's early actions. The protests are the outcome of a movement organized online under the hashtag Build the Resistance and a 50-51, which stands for 50 protests, 50 states, and 1 day. Protesters in New York, Philadelphia, and at several state capitals denounced President Donald Trump and his advisor Elon Musk and Project 2025, which is a right-wing playbook for American government and society, which Donald Trump had previously disassociated himself with.
Project 2025 is a fascist program. It is part of a shock and awe campaign by the Trump MAGA regime to disorient people, paralyze them, and consolidate fascist rules. And it must be stopped.
Protesters outside the U.S. Capitol against Trump and Tesla chief Elon Musk included senators and representatives. The protests largely focused on the administration's decision to put all directly hired employees of the U.S. aid on leave globally and recall thousands of personnel working overseas.
This is not about left or right, it's about right and wrong. This is not about demonizing a political party, it is about telling the truth about Donald Trump's actions and Elon Musk's actions. We must, as a people, appeal to the consciousness of those moderate Republicans that we can get to stand with us on legislation to save USAID.
Democratic leaders in the U.S. House of Representatives and Senate are pushing legislation for what they call stopping the steal. The legislation aims at preventing Elon Musk from accessing the federal government private sensitive data on U.S. individuals.
Our bill aims to do a few simple things. One, to deny access to special government employees that don't have to disclose their conflicts of interest or any other ethic agreements. Two, to deny access to anyone with conflicts of interest or lack of appropriate clearance. And three, include personal tax information into existing privacy protections. We call our legislation Stop the Steal.
Today, as elected members of Congress,
it is time for us to be heard. It is time for us to make sure that
there is an authoritarian takeover of our country, and we say hell.
We want to use our money right here in Washington.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.